Well, hi everybody. She's back. Oh Lord, what a every time I think I wouldn't believe what's going on, something else happens. I can't believe what's going on. When is this going to change? When are we going to get out of this upside down world? I hope you can hear me. Probably can. I'm going to move the mic just a little closer. Anyway, life has been interesting, I guess. I guess we do live in interesting times. As I can't even think of her name on MSNBC always says that. But I'm ready for them to be less interesting. I loved it when I followed politics for those 25 or 30 years that I was watching it 2 or 3 hours a day, and because I was interested in what was going on here and all over the world instead of just a bunch of a reality show, which is not reality. I've known people that's been in those shows, and there's nothing reality about them. They even tell them what to talk about and what to say. That's why they all sound so phony. So I did get some questions from you guys. I was glad to hear that. Let me grab my pen out here because I'm going to mark them off with this with my yellow marker as I read them off. I just can't hardly stand to watch corporate TV, even MSNBC. They just all they talk about is if Trump runs, if Trump runs, if Trump runs. And how in the hell can a traitor run? And I really feel like the Democrats are going to swoop this election, totally swoop it. And then the guys on top, like Pelosi and Biden, won't have any excuse not to at least fulfill some of the agenda they said they would. There won't be nobody to blame it on or to hold them back if they get enough people in there. So, I don't know. Uh, I do see a huge sea change after this midterm. Um, I feel like there'll be a rush of a lot of the Republican senators and maybe some out of the House too, just trying to get in to testify to save their ass. They're still all counting on picking up enough to throw all this stuff out of our government, picking up enough seats. And when they don't do it, I can just see this big stampede toward all the wanting to spill everything, to see who can spill it first and get their clemency for it. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see the herd that runs toward all the DOJ and if it's still going on, the January 5th. Everybody's going to be wanting to testify, just to show that what a good guy they were and they were on the right side and all this kind of shit. It's going to be almost laughable. So that's one thing you're hearing from me that I've literally seen going on. I had some people ask some questions, but the first one was like, "What's in the folders?" and with a question mark. But there was such a variety of things in there. We could never read on everything that's in the folders. We've been told a lot that's in there. So probably since that question came to me, it's been a week since I've done a video. Is Trump going down? Why don't we just flip it? Piss in the wind is what it feels like. But no, it is going to get better. After the midterms, he's definitely going down. And I can't even believe they're waiting. If they are waiting, it's because they're afraid it might bring out more Republicans or something. I don't know. If anybody else had committed treason like that, they would be in jail. And this is for YouTube for fun and entertainment only. But they'd be locked up, and somebody'd be hounding them 24 hours a day to find out what they did with this information. It'd all be, especially if it's as serious as they say it is. If it's as serious as they say it is, what in the hell's some little judge doing into it when it's a federal thing and when it's not even the judge that started it? It looks like they're looking for excuses to me. We'll see what... I know Trump, his thing's always been sue, 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 and prolong, 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 and don't use my money. I'll have people send me the money to pay my lawyers. And then he doesn't pay them. God, what an asshole. What an asshole. But anyway, I do have some questions here, and I should be shuffling my cards while I'm talking because that helps start transferring the energy no matter what I'm reading on. But first thing I'm going to do is draw out of a different deck. I don't even know what this deck is. My friend Debbie got it for me. It's such a beautiful deck. I don't remember what the name of it is. But I'm just going to draw a couple of cards out of here, or maybe one, maybe three, after the midterms. What are we looking like after the midterms? I can possibly shuffle this great big deck, but I can try, I guess. A little bit of a shuffle there, very little. What's America looking like after the midterms? Some of those people make it look so easy, even with these big cards, and I know I have huge hands for a woman. Maybe I'm just old and feeble, who knows? What's America looking like for the mid? So I was just going to draw one card to see where we're at after the midterms, but I know that's flipping down the road a few days, 60 days or so, but where are we at after the midterms as a nation? I thought I was going to get one card out of there and figure it out. It doesn't work that way. Telling you what they want to do. I like that. Card's got a way of telling you what they want to do. The signifier is the King of Pentacles. So this is right after the midterms. That's got to be Trump. There's going to be all kinds of stuff coming out on him. Here's the messenger. And we have a woman messenger. It looks like everything's going to just come at him all at once right after the midterms. And it's going to be the law. It's the Ace of Swords is the foundation. Now that's the Ace of Wands. These cards are so different than mine. So this is the Ace of Fire. That would be a wand. So Trump is totally exposed. It's because all these women that are already got suits after him, it looks like the women are going to get him first before Garland gets him. I hate to say that. That's what it looks like. Right after the midterms, they're just going to come after him like with fire. They're going to come after him with fire. And the law. Also, wands is law a lot of times. The influence over this is they even know that the people have been patient and it's time to do something. In the sky, get these separated. There's definitely a sea change. Look at this. Total change in fortune. And we know that the Democrats aren't going to lose bad, so this is a total new beginning, so it's got to be a blue wave right after the blue wave hits. And the immediate future after that is justice, so that's when everything's going to start going bang, 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 bang. And that's when all these Republican assholes is going to be running in trying to see who can tell on who the quickest. It's going to be like a bunch of rats seeing who can rat out the other one first. We're also going to see a rise in the stock market, more money flowing. I think one of the first things they're going to do is maybe raise the minimum wage all over. They've got to do something. And here, this is the 10 of Earth, which is the 10 of coins. So that shows that we're going to have a lot more money circulating. So either they're going to pass some stuff really quick that's going to put a lot more money out to the people to spend and circulate, or either raise the minimum wage. Anyway, that's in the 7th house. It's going to be good. It's going to be good for the Earth. It's the 10 of Earth. It's going to be really good for the Earth after the Justice card. How about that? There's going to be so much stuff coming out and so much. It's the page of wands. There's going to be so much stuff coming out so quick. All that's going to cause actually. It's going to jumpstart our economy. I don't know what's going to come out that's going to, maybe just the Democrats being able to do something finally. We got the Empress in hopes and fears, which means if we're governed right, we could go a long ways after the midterms. We could actually turn our government around. I know I call these Pollyanna cards, and I see way back 3 or 4 months ago, I just couldn't figure out how things are going to turn out this good, but it looks like it's going to happen. And this is a beautiful outcome. We got the sun. These cards are beautiful. And this is for immediately after the midterms. We got Donald Trump getting buried by the law and all the stuff coming out, all this stuff about everything he took, everything just coming down on him with no stops barred this time. They're just coming for him unless they've already got him. Garland's already got him in jail right afterwards. Then we got the Ace of Wands. It's a law coming down hard, because we've had patience And the whole world, it's like just starting anew. It's like a new beginning, a new beginning. And the U.S. does this right. They'll bring justice. Look here, justice is coming through. Money's going to start flowing again. The environment and the people are going to get better. There's going to be a lot of laws passed for the environment. And we're going to have the Empress energy, which is using the top chakras, the heart, the brain, the voice, and maybe getting rid of some of the brawn and bringing in some of the love. And the last card, the outcome, is the sun. These are really good cards, and that's going to be starting right after the midterm. I'm glad I put those back in there and shuffled and redid it. So I started to do it with just 2 or 3 cards, and it just didn't feel right. So I put the first couple of them I drew back in there and reshuffled, and that's what came out. So it looks like this is what I was being told when I was getting ready for this reading today. My guides kept coming through and telling me, don't get upset with all the stuff on the news. Just don't get upset. Don't go there. Just wait till after the midterms. It's going to bust wide open. It's going to go so fast. It's going to be boom, 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 boom. So that's what's going on after the midterms. And then I'll get my regular old cards out to read some of this stuff here about the people. Actually, a lot of these were text messages instead of some of them in the comments. I hope I wrote yours down. I don't know. I've been writing all week, so I don't know. So it's is Trump going down? Is Trump getting arrested? I just read. That just answered. Yes, but it won't be till after the midterms. Well, I'll start in the 6th house here and just draw. I don't want to stay in his energy that long. Start somewhere. They're still looking. They're still looking. Judgment will be up on him. So it looks like he is going to be pulled into court, getting judged. The energy around this is the whole world, the environment, and the situation. So yeah, he's going to be found guilty, no matter what they pull him into. And this is him. This is Trump. Hopes and fears. They're wanting him to go down. And the outcome is going to be just like a musician. It's going to be the Magic Man. It's going to be like everything falling into place, even the different lawsuits. It's going to look like everything's going to fit in so tight and so good. It's going to look almost like magic, but it's not going to happen until after the elections. So that's what's going on there. And so I didn't see any jail cards, but with all the other things, I wish I'd have kept those out and went through them one more time. But he's definitely going down. I don't think they'll ever put him in jail. They might arrest him, but he won't go to a jail. If it was anybody else, they'd take him to some dark space and keep him there for the rest of his life, since it don't have too much to go for that. If it was anybody else, they'd probably take him somewhere where there was real, whatever, almost like a dungeon or something. But with him, they won't. They'll put him in some gilded cage or something and hopefully keep all the media away from him. The man's like a snake unleashed on the world. I never believed in evil in my life, and I still don't believe in like angels. I believe in angels like crazy, but not that they help and heal and get us through life and work with us every day. But I've never believed in the dark side, like the devil and all that kind of crap. And I still don't believe in the devil, but there are some people that are so sick and possessed. I truly feel like this man is almost evil, but I mean he can't help it. He's been that way since birth. I mean, I guess he just came in that way. He definitely needs to be recycled into a better place. I know in some of the Casey readings, they used to say that people that were a big problem ended up going to Venus and spending what would be several of our lifetimes, but on the other side, on that planet, as the people is on that planet, not like us on Earth running around, but in a different form of energy. Learning to be fair and to be even and to not judge your fellow man. Well, and then they come back in under the sign of a Libra. So I'm a Libra, and I thought, oh, gee, that's me. But I'm very judgmental. And I know a lot of other Libras, my mom and my dad. And my dad wasn't too judgmental, but my mom was. But it's just funny. So I used to wonder how bad I was that I came in with all these Libras all around me, and all my planets almost in Libra, besides my sun. My moon was in Aquarius. But I just, I don't know. Anyway, hopefully they'll send his soul off somewhere to regroup before they unleash him on any planet again, especially on Earth. So everybody wants to know if Jared's going to go to jail for treason. So I can hear my wash machine making its little buzzer in there. I mean, my wash machine, my dryer. So is Jared going to go to jail? Well, we don't know. Let's see. What's going on with you, Jared? I think I just read on you. And if I'm going to read on Jared, I want to read on Mark Meadows. He's not down here. Let me write him down. I'm probably going too slow. I'm sorry about that. All my favorite pen just ran out. I just went to that store this afternoon. I could have got one of those. But I didn't. So, start with Jared. Is Jared going to jail for all of his dealings with the Saudis when they start following that money? That might be coming out in the January 6th hearings. We might be hearing about something about that in the January 6th hearings about Jared. Let's see. I keep cutting this up. Keep burying it and it keeps coming back up. That's my treason card anymore. And look at this is falling out. We got the 10 of swords and the 8 of swords falling out. Jared, what's going on with you? I always get this for a signifier for Jared. What did they do? Offering him some judgeship over in No, this is the law coming after him. That's what it is. So you're really, if you're not already talking to him, that's fighting your own house. Whatever's going on, we're going to find out. Look at this. We got a world card right over the top for stealing, for selling secrets. Maybe he's the one that, all the rest of these questions are where, what's in the folders. Is this for selling what was in those folders, those top secret folders? Seems like he'd have known better. He's in deep doo-doo. Look at this. This is the treason card. He may have thought he got away with some of it. This is the highest law in the land coming after him. God. I'd say he's definitely going to jail, because I know they could put him in jail for 1,000 things, but this looks like it's going to be something serious. Yeah, it is. It's coming down on him like a ton of bricks. This is the 7th house. There's going to be a little bickering around it. They're going to try to gaslight us about what he's done to make it easier on him. But he's ending up in jail. God, look at these cards. I wouldn't want these cards. We got the law coming after him. Some judge, some attorney, something. And the whole world finding out about him. Great big news. Because of the stolen secrets. And since we're doing this on secrets, I'm sure that's what it is. It's something to do with those missing papers. Because we got the treason card. And we got the Hierophant. All the government falling on his head. And the law coming down heavy on him. Look at this. We got that. The law coming down heavy. Big law. This is like Garland. This is top law. This isn't just like some little lawsuit over one of his buildings. A lot of back and forth. A lot of gaslighting going on. But he ends up in jail. So I can't say Trump's going to jail, but I will say, looks like Jared's going to jail. I can't see anything else from these cards. I don't know how quick it's going to start, but all this stuff's going to just jump out after. We got another 60 days, and it's all just coming. Just coming right out. It's like everything happens at once. It's like we almost need a calculator to keep track of who's in trouble where. It's already that way, but it's going to be worse. And meanwhile, everybody from all the corners of the earth are going to be, at least the ones that could be in trouble here in the United States, are going to be running in and tattling on each other. It's going to be like a stampede toward the Justice Department. And the January 5th, if they're still doing their thing, it's going to be like everybody's going to be wanting to testify. Make themselves look any way they can. Might help make them look better. So the next one is Mark Meadows. I'm sure he's right in there with him. Let's do Mark Meadows. Yeah. I think I just did Mark Meadows in my last reading. I know I did. I'm sure he's right in there with him. Let's do McConnell's wife. I don't think they'll have any time. Everybody keeps asking me about her, and I know that she was up to her eyeballs in a bunch of crap. So was her husband, but I don't even think they're going to mess with them. They're going to be so busy messing with these other guys. And McConnell's so old, if he gets out of there, which he probably said he's not going to run again if they don't win the midterms. So maybe he'll just go away quietly and they'll just leave her alone. But anyway, this is about his wife. Everyone wants to know about McConnell and his wife. If I'm going to read on his wife, don't be surprised if they both come up, because they usually do. If you read on one person, it usually comes up on two. So I know my mouth, I'm taking different medications than I was before. In fact, 3 more that are allopathic drugs. And usually medicine makes your mouth dry, but it seems like my mouth just stays wet all the time since I've been taking these, which is good. I'd rather have it wet than dry, but I feel like I'm spitting on myself half the time. So this is Mitch McConnell's wife, him and his wife. Probably going to have to read on both of them. It's not going to work for one of them. I'm being told you can't do it. They're together. We'll see what comes up in the cards. If it's a man or a woman. Okay, we got the Biden administration. So this is like them winning. So we know maybe he will be leaving. Like I said, that's the signifier. Is Biden. There's a whole lot they could get him on. Look at this. Sometimes this is the treason card. I don't think that McConnell's in on the taking over the government, although he probably knew about it January 6th ahead of time, but I don't think he was going along with any of that stuff, but this may be some other stuff, because that's sometimes a treason card. No, most of it's going to be about money that they took, that they shouldn't have influenced, sold, and paid for. It's going to make them look really bad, and even if they maybe don't get prosecuted, it's all coming out. There's going to be a story on them. In fact, there's already a story on them about them taking money, so see what comes of it. They'll try to gaslight it. You know what? It looks like the higher government, looks like the higher law does do something. Wouldn't it be something if they just put all those assholes in jail? It would be something. Can't imagine them doing it. But he's worried about some things he done. This is the 7th house. This is a law coming down on him. Maybe he knows a lot more than, maybe he's not close to Trump, but there's something really wrong going on here. Maybe it's his wife. Although I haven't even drawn a woman yet. Oh, this is the Queen of Swords. This is his wife. So I was asking about her. I was thinking that was the King of Swords when I pulled it up there. So yeah, she might pull the roof in on him on his way out. Things that she's done. This is something to do with the House investigating her or something. God, they're not able to do any governing if they got all these people to put on trial, but it looks like somebody's coming after her. Maybe she's more worried about it than it really coming to happen, but she thinks they're coming after her. She's got her fingers crossed and her toes crossed there because of all the money they took. There was just a lot of money that she took when she was, what the hell was she? Secretary of Travel, Finance, something. Can't remember what her spot was, but she was definitely in there. So this is the Biden administration. This is secrets coming out. This is money they took. This is them being in deep doo-doo. This is them trying to moonlight, but it doesn't work because they got the goods on him. And yes, it is his wife. And this looks like the House or the women in the House or a woman judge coming after her. And she already knows this could happen, and she's worried about it. So she's going to see if she can buy her way out of it, or maybe it's about maybe there was just so much money she took they can't let it fall by the sideways. So this is Mitch McConnell's wife. I can't think of her name right now. But this is her instead of him. But he'll be right in the middle of it, of course, if she gets in trouble. She's not already back in China before it happens. She'll probably get a visa and go visit China and never come back. That's funny that I know how prejudiced the people in Kentucky are. I can't believe they kept putting him in office. Whatever. Anyway, so that's that one. And Steve Bannon, I guess he's going to get sentenced. But will he really go to jail? I wish they'd bring more than all they've got is him not going for that subpoena. I wish they'd put him in there. Oh, maybe to show if there's more stuff going up, how bad his jail sentence could be. Otherwise, they're just going to slap him on the wrist if it's just for not showing up for that subpoena or saying he wasn't coming like they did and had to go get him. Because I thought he had to go to court, but from what I understand, he's going back to be sentenced. So let's see. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe you guys could let me know. You guys, I forgot to thank everybody for watching. My name's Flynn, and if anybody wants a personal reading, it's Flynn Tarot Readings at gmail.com, and I've got lots of openings right now because I just got through doing a bunch. Flynn Tarot Readings at gmail.com. And I love reading cards for people. A lot more than I do reading on politics. So I got a card trying to get out here. It looks like he's going to get what's... I'm going to put this above. That he will get what's coming to him. And I think the most he can get is 4 years or something like that. Didn't they say 4 years? That's the maximum. But it might be... He might really get it. Because we know he's got at least that coming to him. After Donald Trump letting him out of jail for all that other stuff. So let's see. What his sentence is going to be. Of course, the judge can't take that into consideration, that he got out. He's just got to take in consideration what he did, and I think the most they can give him is 4 years. So maybe they will. This is a very loyal, strict, good judge, fair judge. Fair judge. He's definitely going up the river. They're going to jail. For how long, I don't know. Let's see. Got the Ace of Cups. Yes, he's going to jail, but maybe not too long. That's a merciful card. Maybe when he finds out he's really going to jail, this is him offering more information about the past. He's one of them that's wanting to tell too. Even if they put him in jail, he'll be hollering from the jail wanting to tell before he gets back in deeper trouble from jail. Just because he's in jail, it's not going to keep him from getting in more trouble. He's got the records on a lot of things that happened. Maybe phone records, maybe. He's got records. He's got written information somewhere. Maybe he's got some of those secrets. It's probably him that was helping hand them out off from those ships. Out meeting those oligarchs and other people on those ships. Maybe that's what he was doing, was passing out secrets that Trump took. I think he might do a deal. This looks like this is his immediate future card, and I think he's got to go back to court in 6 weeks or something like that, or maybe 2 weeks. And we got the sunshine. Are they just going to let him out of there? They might. If his sentence is real light, it's because he already said he's going to tell him everything. He knows where this is headed. On some level, he's got to know. Maybe he doesn't. His mind's so frickin' warped. But after the midterms, he's going to want to talk too. He's losing sleep over this, trying to figure out what to do. This is the energy around this. his hopes is that he can hold in there and Trump would get reelected and save his ass again. But I think that's a wasted hope. And yeah, it is. He'll be lucky if he don't go to jail for treason. This is the treason card. So this is Bannon. Steve Bannon. This is his law. Yeah, he does get some time, gets sent somewhere. It's not as severe as it could be, so it won't be the heaviest penalty. But that's because he's offering him a job. He's a deal. He's got written information on a lot of stuff going on. That puts him in a good spot, even though he's totally treacherous, laying awake nights, hoping that Trump might get reelected, but he's not going to, and so they're not going to let him off totally, even after he tells everything he knows. He's going to do time outside of this other time because he's just in this too deep. He knows. He starts singing like a soprano as soon as he knows he's in there, and he ain't going to go nowhere. But it's not going to help him a whole lot. So that's what's going on with Steve Bannon. You don't have to watch this whole video if you're getting bored, because I'm not even through the first page yet. I had Lindsey Graham down here, but there's no reason that we know he's going in to testify. And we got this documentary coming out on this doctor that was molesting the children in the high school or college or where Jim Jordan worked. Now that's funny. He was helping teaching basketball, college, wrestling, or whatever. And he didn't even have a degree. It's really weird how some of these people slip through the cracks and end up pushing their brawn. I don't know what they do, but anyway, I don't even know why he had a job like that to start with, but he should have opened his mouth. So there's this documentary that just flew out of my head. Keep trying to think of his aunt I can picture, but anyway, that a big movie star's putting out about this doctor that was molesting all these kids that were on the sports teams and stuff from that school. I think it was a college. And that's, they were going and telling him. In fact, 2 or 3 of the ones said that they had told Jim Jordan about it. And he just says, oh, we all know that's how the doctor is, or something like that. But anyway, Republicans and their child molesters, that's all they can talk about because that's all they can think about. I'm not saying that for all of them, but the ones that are in power, there's some warped people in there. So let's see, Steve, Jim Jordan, what's going on with you? Well, the world's going to be paying attention to you, so that's got to be the documentary, because you're not that fucking important, that's for sure. So here's the world paying attention. Women are celebrating. That documentary comes out before the midterms, a month before the midterms. Is he going to lose his seat because of that? He may not. Everybody's going to know what's going on. Look at this. It's going to be pretty clear what in the hell he done and what he should have been in trouble for and got out of. Jim Jordan's one of them that's connected to the Russia stuff. I don't know if it was money or whatever. Something changed hands between him and Russia. Probably all kinds of stuff. Here we got the high priestess over the top of his reading. There's been a lot of secrets. But in the immediate future, justice is coming through. So maybe I would say yes, this documentary is going to make a big splash on his career. He's going to be thinking about moving out of politics. If it doesn't push him out, he's going to be thinking about going on. With everything changing, with the big sea change that's going to take place when the Democrats take control anyway, he's not going to get away with his bullshit anymore. He's in the House, too. And this is Pelosi. Everybody says she's leaving. I'll believe it when I see him pry her hands off of the controls. But anyway, this is something to do with the House coming after him. Meanwhile, he's just trying to cause a lot of confusion, even after he gets in trouble or anything comes out. But it's going to show the money that changed hands. So this is Jim Jordan. So he is going to come into the spotlight because of this documentary, and the women are going to be celebrating. The truth's going to come out about him. Also some more truth. It's going to get some other things going where some other things are going to come forward about him. Because we have the high priestess on top and justice immediately afterwards. Him looking for somewhere else to move. The House coming in on him. It'd be nice just to know we don't have to worry about him being Speaker of the House, because you know if the Republicans take over, he's going to be the next Speaker. They'll definitely get rid of McCarthy. So anyway, he's going to be doing a lot of yelling about it, but it's going to come out, the people he took money from. So that's what's going on there. I hope that's not the same people I read on last time, because it looks like that's way back. I hope didn't just get through reading on everybody I read on last time, but if I did, I did. I think Michael Flynn had something to do with distributing this, giving away or selling these, whatever it is, documents that are missing. Maybe not even the missing ones. Maybe a lot of them that are there that they took pictures of and transferred to other nations. Who in the hell knows? Although if they already sold them, it would have been better if they'd have burned them than get caught with them. But anyway, nobody's quite as dumb as Donald Trump. Although he's managed to make it almost to my age and never get in trouble for anything he's done. He's been in jail 10,000 times in the last 50 years for the shit he's pulled, and he's never even got arrested once. So Michael Flynn. Everybody wants to know why he's still getting his pension. Let's see if he's going to get the dick jerked out underneath him or whatever. I just got a picture. When I was a little kid, when I'd get a loose tooth and I wouldn't let my dad literally pull it, then my mom was always want to tie a string around it and to tie it to a door and jerk it open. I mean, I don't know what it was. When kids were my age, my generation, when a tooth got loose, they'd get it out of there no matter what, the parents would, because they were always afraid you were going to choke on it in your sleep or something. Even though you were, I don't know. How old are you when you start losing your teeth, 8 or 9? I see somebody tying a string around him and just jerking him totally off his feet. I don't know why, but let's see. And this is Michael Flynn. Somebody got a string around his Johnson. I'll be nice and call it a Johnson. They're going to jerk the door open on him. They're definitely going to get his attention in a hurry. I can feel the energy coming through. I got goosebumps all over me. Michael Flynn, what have you been up to? Everybody knows it's been no good for a long time. It's pretty obvious, but they want to know if you're going to jail. What was it they wanted to know? How come you haven't been recalled back to the military and stripped of all your honors and stuff? After even getting everything going on. Well, this is the signifier. He's been working with not only Turkey, but he was working with definitely working with the Saudis. Somebody transferring secrets, transferring money, transferring something. This is like a female judge or a female lawyer, somebody in the House. I don't know what the House would have to do with Michael Flynn, but somebody's coming after him. Maybe he'll be one of them that's called in really sharp about this House investigation, although I don't think it's going to go on long enough to get half of these people in they should have got in. The Democratic Party's behind this, so it'll probably be after the midterms. It'll be worldwide news, that's for sure. Whatever's coming out about him. Look at this world. It's coming out. Sometimes that's the end of the cycle, too. Beginning of something new. Contraband. It's going to show money he took and deals he made against our government. He thinks if he works hard and does everything right or whatever, he thinks he's got this under control at the current time. There's something working really hard against him. He's still feeling pretty cocky, but he's got temperance in his 7th house, so that's what's going on inside of him. So he's still not too, kind of like Trump. Everything's worked out so good for him every time he gets something totally horrendous that he really thinks not that worried about it right this minute. Looking back at his retirement, maybe it's telling us to be patient, that his retirement is going to get brought up. Because justice is coming. Okay, I knew that. As soon as I said that, I thought, nope, I'm reading that wrong. Because justice is coming for him. It is, right under the world. And this is saying, yeah, I'm reading it right now, so let's go back through this. I like this. This is the deals he made with 3 different countries overseas. This is the female judge or somebody female that's really maybe in charge of his case or something, who's working hard. And she may be a Democrat, although they're not supposed to have deals, but whoever's working on this is definitely wanting things to turn out fair. When this comes out, the whole world's going to know about it because a lot of money exchanged hands. He thought he worked hard to cover it, but it's not covered it because they are going to call him back in, strip him of his retirement, and justice is coming after him. And yes, he is going to jail. So it looks like Michael Flynn's going to jail too. So I'm getting tired. I don't know how long I've been talking, probably too damn long. It'll probably take me forever to get this up. Might wait till in the morning to edit it. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching, if you're still here, and I just feel so grateful. And please hit the like button if you're still watching. I should say this at the first of my videos. And lynntarotreadings@gmail.com if you'd like a reading. And I want to thank everybody that's been following my channel. And thank all the new people. I've been picking up some new people. I don't know if there people are sharing or what, but share if there's somebody you might want to share with, although this seems like this is going to probably be a pretty boring one tonight. But anyway, I love all you guys, and thank you so much. I just thank you for listening, and thank you for being there. And I don't think I smiled too much tonight, but anyway, namaste. I hope I didn't frown through it all. Night, everybody.